What is up, my people? Thank you for watching this video. Once again, you're joining me here, talk with Tonte. Got my girl here today, the beautiful Rasheeda Loves.
Hey, what's up, people? What is up?
The first time that she was on my channel officially, like as a relationship,
As the missus.
as the other half. It's a good time to do this video here because the topic of today's video is: do you even like your partner?
Do you even like your partner? Like, I know when people hear that, they're probably thinking,
I like my partner. I like my partner. What do you mean?
Like, I do. I tolerate them. You know.
You know them ones?
Yeah.
They cool.
Okay. They cool.
When you actually really look at a lot of relationships, yeah, there's a lot of relationships where it's like they're together through like codependency. They're there because they don't think that they can do better by themselves. Yeah. They need the other person to to fill a void in their life. And to the point where they don't even really rock with each other like that.
They don't really like each other like that. Like it's not in the depth of like in a relationship. Maybe tolerate each other as friends, but it's not really a relationship. But for the fact that nobody wants to be alone, we're gonna ride this relationship not really liking each other. I don't really like what you talk about at night time. I don't really like your likes. Your likes are not really my likes, but I'm just gonna be here. Whenever you're talking, I just zone out because everything you're talking about doesn't resonate with me, kind of thing. And it's just like,
from time I'm hearing that relationships that I've been going for a significant amount of time, and they don't even feel like they know each other, bro. Imagine there's whole relationships where they're together. Like when it's a good relationship, yeah, even after a few months, you at least get some flavors about. You ain't got to feel like you know if this is getting somewhere serious
or not.
You know, like, okay, I'm really in tune with this person, or they're there and we're just getting.
I'm just vibing. I'm just going with the flow. Obviously, more times you are going with the flow. It's better to do that as opposed to forcing things. But then deep within yourself, you know whether going with this flow is gonna go nowhere.
The river's not going nowhere.
It ain't gonna sail nowhere. This boat ain't gonna go nowhere. It's like you know within yourself that this person, I'm only gonna be with them short term. Like you can feel the vibes, so it's there for you to be like, I'm gonna go with it, or I'm not gonna go with it. Do you get what I mean? We're all grown enough to make our own decisions and wise enough, but more times because we haven't found ourselves, or many people haven't found themselves, it's like you will tolerate what you do not need to tolerate. You will latch on to things that you don't even need to latch on to. You don't have to be with someone for the sake of being with someone. Do you get what I mean? Like you do not have to be with someone for the sake of being with someone. Because at the end of the day, imagine being with someone you don't like. You don't share the same likes. Okay. When they're talking to you at night, you're just like,
they're talking about their day. You don't even care about their day.
You don't care. Like,
you just want to talk about yourself.
Yeah, or you don't even care about that. You just want to go off the phone. You don't even want to talk to them anymore. Do you get what I mean? Like you don't share the same kind of passions. Obviously, not. In life, yeah, when we're all different people. Do you get what I mean? We're all individuals. We're all gonna come with our different kind of personalities, our different quirks, our different things about us, and that is there for the person to be like, I vibe with everything about you. Everything about you, I don't think I'm ever gonna get bored of. I'm gonna like that.
That's real. What you said there, I don't get bored of you. And there's whole relationships. We look how many relationships do we see they're together for a couple of years? They knew each other from. They're 9 years in, 7 years in, but it don't feel like I'm bored of them. It just feels like they're even growing. Yeah. It feels like what they have is even growing. Yeah. Why? Because that's a real friendship. Yeah. That's a real.
It's the friendship.
Like, I'm actually in tune with this person, like spiritually, like what they're like. We're actual friends. Yeah. That's like
we vibe.
When people talk about you gotta be friends in a relationship. That like once upon a time I was like, what do you mean, by?
So was I.
What are you talking about?
Time ago. But then when you grow up, when you actually grow up and you actually deep it, there are some. This is where people don't realize it. You can be friends first with your partner, because at the end of the day, there are some friendships here which a guy comes to a girl, boy comes to But girl comes to guy, girl comes to girl, whatever that situation is, and it was only supposed to be platonic friendships. But people take it the extra mile and then think they're not supposed to have friendships with anybody. It's just meant to dive into a relationship. No, you got the misconceptions. Some relationships are only supposed to be platonic. You're only supposed to have platonic friendships with the other sex sometimes. But then because we're always in a haste to get certain things or to be in a certain way, we will just, what was supposed to be a friendship, we will now finish it with a relationship and never be able to be friends again. Do you know what I mean?
Reality,
and it's just like we need to take our time. Take your time. It's all right to be friends first. Get to know the person. Get to even see, like, I can be friends with you and I can love you. I can see you as my partner, my everything. Because at the end of the day, what's the point of saying that my partner is my best friend if you don't even have a friendship?
What does that mean then?
People just say for the sake of
my
it.
My partner's my best friend. But then in a year, I got tired, man. It wasn't fun no more.
Do you get tired of your friends?
Huh?
Do you get tired of your friends? No. So in a friendship, you don't get tired of that person. In a relationship, because you have that. That is the foundation of your relationship. Friendship. It's just that simple. Friendship. But obviously, that friendship is also on a bigger level. You love each other in a more deeper level of a relationship. That's why obviously you have a relationship. But it's friendship first.
That builds even deeper love, innit? When your actual friends is a deeper pull. Like there's there's like levels to it. Like I'm attracted to you. That's one level. Because obviously, even if you're friends, you gotta be attracted to each other. I gotta see you and be like.
We vibe in some kind of way.
So that's one level, but attraction, physical attraction, these things looks can always fade down the line. What's keeping you after that? Beyond that. What's keeping you?
What is it about that person that makes you want to stay? What is it about that person that makes them different to you, to your eye? Because beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
Eye of the beholder.
Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So only you know what that beauty means to you. So if this person looks fade, at the end of the day, looks will fade. Like at the end of the day, that buffest person can empty the. Do you know what I mean? We will end up losing like everything.
Out here, my boy broke up with a girl, and then he was like, "I'm like, what's going on?" Like he was like, "Oh, but she was paying, but I got tired of her. She was paying. Oh, she was nice."
Because it's more than a pretty face.
They were raving about her before.
It's more than a banging body. It's more than all of that. It's more than the features. It's all about the inside.
Well,
where are you on the inside? Like what? Do you know what? Yeah, we're always thinking about the other person more times. Yeah, and that's where we mess up. What do you have to offer? What are you bringing to the table? What is your packaging?
Some people say they are the table.
Because everyone's always looking at the other packaging, always saying, "This is what I want. This is what I deserve. This is what." But what do you have? Have you looked at yourself? Have you checked yourself? Have you checked your toxic traits? Have you checked everything about you? Have you identified? Have you isolated yourself and gone deep? Have you done all of that and said, "Okay, this is me. This is who I am. Okay, maybe these are the things I need to change. These are the things I need to work on. I just need to work on me. I just need to grow, and then maybe I can find a partner." That's when you realize that sometimes you just need to do friendship first, and then you make it easier. Because in some friendships, you realize that, okay, I didn't even need to go into a relationship with you. Now we're just good friends. That's all we are. We'll always be good friends in the other sex, and that's it. Because you can be good friends with the other sex. People lose their minds. You can be, but it's because of the notions that we create in this generation that we can't be, because everything is I like you, you like me. No, sometimes no one likes you.
It's gotta be dating. It's gotta be it's gotta be sex. It's gotta be this, that.
Sometimes I just like the other sex right there. I just like you because you know what, you're a cool person. You just seem cool. You tweet cool. You're whatever it is. You just seem cool. That's it. I don't like you like that. I don't want to be nothing towards you. I don't think you'd want to move to me. So I'm not gonna gather the notion that you want to move to me. I have to like you. That's why we can't be friends.
We gotta be good in ourselves to know that we are okay by ourselves. Because it's always them ones. If you're not right in yourself, you're always going to be looking for
the wrong thing.
You'll be looking, you know what I mean? I'm looking for something. So in every person, in every girl, if I'm a guy, I'm not good being by myself, being chilling. If you're a girl, if you're not okay just being by yourself, chilling, doing what you do, and you're always going to be looking for
something,
then any person you meet, you're just gonna go for it. You're gonna try and go for it, or maybe them. Oh, maybe it's them. And even you might be seeing things which you're like, nah. They say red flags.
You see that
you're looking
thing,
at that, and you're overlooking it. You're doing Ray Charles too.
And this is what they always
Why
say,
Ray Charles
You see that thing that you Ray Charles at the beginning, that little red flag that you thought, whatever, that will be the reason why you don't break up in the end. Those are the things that you don't realise. You can't overlook red flags. If it doesn't sit well with you, if those actions of that person does not sit well with you, it's fine, let them go. You don't have to be, even if they're a good person, people can be good people and you don't have to be with them.
People always try to they make villains of people, like, oh, they did this.
They have to be,
And it always got to be like, oh, they were bad to me, or you try and make a villain of them. Sometimes maybe, look, it's okay. Two people just aren't compatible. You're not supposed to be. You're not supposed to go forth with them. It's okay, bro. It's okay.
All right.
It's not. Oh, they couldn't match me. They were doing this, and people always try to do that. Like that's a thing. Like, oh, like they were mediocre. They were this. Where it's like
sometimes you just wasn't supposed to be. Like, sometimes that's just all it is. Sometimes people come into your life, they're only there to serve you a lesson. Once their time is done, you know when their time is done, because certain things don't sit right no more. There's certain things that want to make you distance from the person, but people are always trying to force that glue, trying to replace glue with glue tack. Like, I don't understand that. I don't understand that. You need to, like, let it go. Like, let it go. Some people are just only there to serve a purpose, serve you a lesson. Once that lesson is done, it's time to go. It's just time to go. It's time for you to find yourself, and it's time for you to hit the next phase of your life. But because you're holding on, you can't hit the next phase of your life, because why are you still holding on? Sometimes you hold on to the baggage rather than letting go. Trying to carry on the baggage to the next level when God is trying to be like, release that so I can carry you. Release that so I can elevate you. If you've learned the lesson, why do you still feel the need to carry pain? Why do you feel like you deserve to carry pain? That's when you have to sing to yourself and why did I say sing to yourself? That's when you have to tell yourself that I deserve the best. I don't care about nobody else. This is my life. I deserve the best. I deserve what I want. So who's there to tell me that I can't get what I want? Who is there to tell me that the guy or the girl that I want isn't out there? I don't care what's out there. I don't care what you say is out there. I don't care what you see is out there. I know that I will get what I want because I deserve what I want. I deserve the best. That's what you always see. But if you're always saying, oh, there's so many dogs. But if you say there's so many, like, whatever, you're going to continue to see dogs. You're going to continue to see cats. You're going to continue. Forget about the negatives. Forget about the toxic guys you see. Just try to just see beyond that. Just know that the guy that you want is out there. But always be wary, conscious that, yeah, men can be trash and men are trash sometimes. Put that at the back of your mind. But don't need to bring that. Don't need to ooze it out. Don't need to bring that into the universe, because you continue to see trash. You continue to see trash cans everywhere you go. Don't bring it out. Don't talk about it. Just leave it. Do you get what I mean? So it's just like, we just need to come to a point where we need to find ourselves. Find yourself. Find yourself. And there's no... I know people say you can find yourself in a relationship. Yes, you do. You find another part of yourself in a relationship. But the foundation is you find yourself first. You find who you are. You find your likes. You find your dislikes. You find your wants. You know your desires. You know who you are. You know where you're going. And then you are able to carry another person. And in that relationship, you now find out who you are in a relationship, how you are in a relationship. That's another level. That's another part of you finding yourself. You now finding traits about yourself where you go wrong in a relationship, what you've learned. Another part of you, like what you've learned habitual from parents. That's another part of you growing in a relationship.
Keep talking,
people don't really realize this.
Keep going, girl.
Wait, what did I say? Oh yeah, people don't really realize this. Like you are learning in different ways in different parts of your life, but you have to use the stages. You have to use your seasons wisely. Use your seasons, whatever you are in. If you're in the seasons of loneliness, there is something to learn in loneliness, which is solitude. Learning to be by yourself. Learning to train your mind. Learning that when your mind starts to wander into negativity, take your mind back and bring it back to positivity. Whether it's reading books, whether it's like looking at things that feed your soul, you learn that in solitude. You learn that isolated. You learn how to be alone. You learn that you don't always have to be around people, and it's okay not to always be or want to be around people. You learn that it's okay not to always want to go out. It's fine to want to be at home. It's fine to just want to read your books. It's fine to want to watch Netflix. It's fine to just want to be at home and do nothing. It's all right. solitude is sexy. Solitude is fine. Solitude is life. Like, let me tell you that, because that's when you get to retrain your mind. You get to unplug from the world and just be you and do you. You get to find you. I don't know what it is about solitude, but you find you. It's chaotic at first, because obviously all the stuff about learning to be at one with your mind at first, because obviously when you're used to your mind going away, or you're used to like running away up to being around people so you don't have to think about your situation, and now you are being forced to now be reckoned with your mind, that is mad. Do you get what I mean? Especially when you always run away from it. But then that's when you learn to be like, do you know what, it's me and my mind. This is me. Like, this is actually a part of me. If I don't take control of it, who's going to do it? And if I don't grasp it now, what age am I going to do it at? Do I want to be 50 and then learning, having life, having my years wasted and having to learn it then? Or can I just do it right now, isolate myself, cry, dig deep, and then find myself, and then get back into the world and get what I have to get? Like, literally, like, you just need to think about it that way. Sometimes being alone is the best, because that's when you find your strength. That's when you realize how strong and powerful you are. Only when you are alone do you realize how powerful you are, because when people isolate you, when people abandon you, when you're just left alone, do you know how powerful you are? You start to realize how powerful. You start to realize that, you know what, I am standing despite not having no one. I am standing on my 2 legs. I got up today and I'm here despite not having no one. Like, that's not by your power either. That's by God. So you can't even say that you don't even deserve your living. You need to get your life. Get yourself chow. Get yourself chow. Talk with Rasheeda.
Like you talk about red flags, that's something that we overlook. But I also think that a lot of people overlook the good qualities of people. And I think that they discard a lot of people because they don't feel like
they're in the right packaging.
Yeah, like, you know, they see them, they're like this, and they have all the qualities that they want, but they just say, oh, the packaging. You know, a lot of girls, you always just tell me about, this guy, you know, he can't dress, or he's this, or he's that, or whatever, and they overlook that for someone with red flags.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
it's that simple, because some of us, do you know what? Is that sometimes us girls can be very shallow. Let me be that real bit. And it's like, you could have all the qualities, but because that you don't know how to dress, just that simple thing, you do not know how to dress, even like, you just don't know how to dress, and there's this person that is swagging, maybe just doing sexy,
but hella toxic.
I don't know, hella toxic as well.
Toxic.
He's just doing the vibey. You're doing whatever you want to do, and you're just looking something. And then that's the one that we'll go for, because one common thing, you don't know how to dress. When we look at you, we just have to look away. It's quicker to just friend zone you, have you as a friend, than walk around with you. I don't know, like, it's just that sometimes us girls, we overlook it. We'll just in simple terms, we overlook the packaging. The packaging can be completely wrong, and as it is, God doesn't always give you what you want in the way you want it. He doesn't always present to you. He doesn't always present the thing to you in the way that you want it. He gives it to you in the way that you need it. In the way that you need it. But how we always are is, I want it, I deserve it. No, God knows how He gives it. He gives it to you also at the level that you are at. You are not perfect just as yet. Trust me. You are saying that you want something perfect. Does the person that you're even saying, are they going to see you as perfect? But we don't even think like that. We don't even.
Right? keep going. That's real, bro. Do you know how real that is?
We don't even think like that. Like, we don't even.
None of us are perfect, bro. Huh?
Like, simple thing as clothing. A guy can't dress, okay, but he has the best characteristics ever. He's husband material. You know that he can be a provider. You can be that loving, caring partner that you need. And you just want to throw him away? No, all you can just do is pattern the person, tell the person, yo, this is it. Like, you just need, maybe it's all about bringing them on, because some people are shy out of it. It's not something that they've ever thought about. Not that the money might not ever be there, they just never thought about it, they never thought to invest in it, they just, whatever, they've just lived their life in their own kind of bubble. Then you just need to break the bubble and just be like, you know what, you're packaging for where you need to go to, and now in this generation, you need to just up it. Just need to change it. That's it, and then you carry them with you. And in the day, you're not perfect. They will now carry you with them in a different way, where you now begin to change.
And most times, that is where the true like abundance is. Sometimes it's that, bro. Sometimes it's we're working together to go from this level to this level. That's the friendship is obviously going to be there because of that. Because we're not seeing the superficial. We're not seeing, you know what I mean? I'm glad like our relationship was not built on the superficial. It was built on, this is where you are. This is where I am. This is where we're going. It matches.
Like, I see it for what it is. There was no storytelling. Mm-hmm. There was no lies behind it. Everything was right
rules.
There.
No rules. Okay, if he does this or if she does this, or he has to do this. That rule book. There was no rule book. There was no barriers. And it's simple as fam. We actually got to know each other.
Yeah.
And it's like, raw, we are actual friends. Like,
I vibe with you, you vibe with me, we vibe with each
other. To the point where we can put our phones down. There's relationships where they go out, they have to go out because they cannot be together.
That's another thing, yeah. Sorry, I wouldn't even talk about that. That's why, I was like, okay, we can be honest here. Mm-hmm. We have to talk about that. Because there was a point, where he got onto me for not always wanting to go out because of, he always wanted to go out.
I just thought that's what people did. Like, I just thought when you date, you have to go out because it's just something
I'm not your usual girl. I don't really like going out like that. Like, I do like going out sometimes, but not, but whatever. But basically now he got onto me about not wanting to go out, and I was just like, okay, like, what is it? We have the best times at home, do we not?
100%.
We have the best times at home. What is the problem? Then he was just like, oh, but isn't that what like people kind of do and stuff like that? And I'm just like, you know what it is? Yeah, people do it. I don't mind going out sometimes here and there, but I don't see it as a thing where we need to do it frequently, date nights all the time, frequently to see the best place to go to all these places. Simply because when you're going out most of the times, you're only going out because you lot can't really tolerate each other for a long period of time. Be going out. I learned that truth. Dates is just a distraction sometimes. When you actually deep it.
When you deep it,
you're going out on a date as a distraction. You're going out to eat. You're going out to eat.
You're in a restaurant.
You have nothing in common. You're
phones on the table. You're looking around you.
Snapchat.
Snapping the meal. Cocktails. We're in the shots. Snapping around you. Snap outside. Snap inside. What have you talked about when you've been out?
Have you not gone to know each other on a deeper level? Has it been a fruitful one? Are you not best friends? After that, do you not believe there's best friends? Okay, when you're not driving a car, what was the car ride like? Did you not talk? Was it just, that was nice?
It was nice. I had a good time.
Yeah, it was calm still.
Got a couple laughs.
Babe, let's take the game.
But what have you really learned about each other?
Nothing.
What real connection, real connection have you built most times?
Nothing. That's what I just said.
And then you just go to the next one, then it's the next date, then it's the next date.
And that's what I realised, that more times, dates and stuff, as fun as they are, as all of that is, when you take away the dates, when you take away everything from most people, from most relationships, what do you have? If you have no money and there's no way to go on no dates, what would you not do?
What would you do, bro?
What would you do?
Because if you were real friends, if there was a real friendship, we can have no money in our account. All we're doing is we're just going for a walk. We're at home.
Car ride.
Chilling.
Park. Going walks.
And guess what? We'll have a great time.
Even just being at home.
Laughs.
Being at home. Cook. Chill. Like, just vibe together. Like, you can do all...
You'll never want to complain. You'll never complain that, because we've enjoyed as we are. Because that's a real friendship. Put your phones down. That's okay. I haven't even looked at my phone. Because that's a real friendship. I can just enjoy the other person's company. If you're in a relationship where you can't even do that, you can't even put your phones down and just say, look, we're not even gonna...
We don't need to snap.
We're just gonna talk and enjoy the time that we have. If you can't do that, then what's there, bro? You know what I mean? Like, realistically, what is there? There's not much, clearly. Because you have to rely on the distraction or these outside external things in order to have a good time.
Trust me.
And over time, you do this for a couple months. You do that for a year. you think we've been together for a year.
I can look back on my camera and see we've been to all these magnificent places.
You know what I mean? But the snap has seen everything. Hey man, the snap has seen you've been on 25 dates in 12 days, bro. You know what I mean? We can see you went on 3 dates in one day, bro. You can see that. But you've been together for a year, been together for a certain amount of time, you've been on all these dates, and then you find like, do I really even know this girl, bro?
Do I even like them?
Do I even know this
All
girl?
I do is just spend my money.
Or you look at your account. Your account is not. There's nothing in your account. Your account is low, and all you have is just the memories of the food you had, and like we had a few laughs, but you leave it. And you don't even feel like, you know. And that's how a lot of people they get to a certain length in a relationship, or they get to a certain amount of time, and then they just cut. They just feel like, oh man, like, and then that's when
they don't really know. They just don't like each other. It's just they just realize that it was just maybe an escape at the time.
It was just an escape, you know. Or sometimes it's, in this point in my life, like I just wanted to.
Yeah,
I wanted to be out there.
Yeah,
I wanted to be out there, and you don't see it for what it is until that period of time ends. Life, man. That's life.
Don't be ashamed of whoever you like. Don't be ashamed of whoever you like. Don't care about what the people like, because your relationship is between you and that person. It's not between you and the world. When you are happy in your relationship, the world isn't there. When you are thriving in your relationship, the world isn't there. So why are you now gonna base who you want to be in a relationship based on the world's likes, based on society,
based on social media, based on your boys,
based on what what your friend has, or what whoever? Why? Your packaging, this still comes to the packaging again. It doesn't always come as it's presented, but that packaging will turn out to be the best thing you ever had. It will turn out to be the greatest thing you ever had.
Your blessings will come from that.
You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, your glow up happens, their glow up happens. People don't realize that
the best relationships I've seen is them ones where they came and they were both low. He was low, she was low, whatever. They glowed up together and they're shining. Looking
they
sexy.
just came as two strong individuals as well.
They came and they complemented each other. So we're not even saying necessarily take someone when they're low, take someone when they're low, build them up. Because now, who's got time to be building people up like that? But you have to complement each other.
Relationships aren't really hard. In aspects, they are hard, like sometimes when you have to go through trials and tribulations, but in aspects of dating and stuff like that, in relationships, it's not that hard. People make it difficult. People make it difficult with their rules, their regulations, with what they feel like they have to get and stuff like that. When no, you make your relationship what it is. You basically create your own relationship. Your relationship is your intervention with your invention between you and your partner. It hasn't got nothing to do with the world. You don't have to do what everyone else is doing. You take your time, because everyone's relationship is different. No one's relationship is the same. Embrace your relationship. Don't be ashamed of your relationship for what it is. Embrace it for what it is. What is the point of being ashamed of your relationship? What if you're ashamed? Can you just be single? No, seriously, just be single. Don't be a plural. What is the point? No, seriously, what is the point? Because at the end of the day, every relationship is different, but every relationship is beautiful. If it's not toxic, at the end of the day, sorry. I'm going to have to be honest. If it's not toxic, it's beautiful. Because when it's toxic love, that's another situation.
That's another video.
Yeah.
That's another video, man. We got to wrap this one up. Go out with people who you actually like, man. Like, there's looks and all that, and that's cool. I understand that you want to be with someone that looks good on your arm, that looks good next to you.
Obviously, key points, you can't lie to them. You have to be attractive.
You have to be attracted to them. But what I'm saying is, look beyond that. Look beyond that. Don't ignore what's in front of you. Because sometimes you look at what they are, and you don't see who they are. You get what I'm saying? Sometimes you see what they are, you see what you see. And you don't see it.
That's so deep, because when you just see that, you basically just looked at the package and it's just a normal brown box. Okay, I don't really need to open it right now. So you haven't opened inside the box to see all that's in there, all the abundance, all that things, all the qualities that is there right there that's for you, that came in a present for you. Only until you open the box will you know what's inside the box. Just like that. If only once you get to know the person will you know who they are.
Don't block your blessings, man. That's it.
That's it. Don't block your blessings.
Don't block your blessings.
Don't block the blessings. But don't go looking either. Grow. You focus on yourself. You dig. You isolate. You find solitude, and then you grow. You grow into your being. You find who you are. You start becoming your bestest version. It's all about becoming your bestest version. You grow into. You think about that. Think about that daily. Always think about you. Always think about your competition, because the only competition is you. Always think about daily. Always think about being better than yesterday. Just think about that. Stop. Always don't worry about a spouse. Don't worry about that, because as you're growing, somehow it will happen. It will happen. God will land it at the right time. But don't go looking before the time, because they're not baked yet. Wait for them to get baked. God will deliver the person. Because you might still be baking as well. You don't want to sabotage anything. Allow yourself to be baked before you go and collect it, because you might just burn yourself out before you know it. Do you know what I mean? So you need to take time. But yeah, I think the video is a wrap.
That's it. I think we're going to end it there. You're going to be seeing a lot of Sheeda on the channel going forward.
Rasheeda Loves, isn't it?
Rasheeda Loves.
Follow me on the gram. No, wait, on the gram it's Sheeda Loves.
On the gram is Sheeda Loves. On Twitter is Rasheeda Loves.
But follow me on Instagram, because that's where I post all my quotes and then the captions for.
Check out. Go on her Instagram. Become your greatest version of yourself. Self-discovery, journey of life.
Yeah. I'm a transformational coach.
Follow her on Instagram. Podcast coming. Season 2.
We're changing it. It's coming back bigger and better this time.
Unplugged from the Matrix. That's it. This is Tonse, Talk with Tonse. Thank you for watching. We're out, people. Enjoy your day.
Can you drive?